Hey folks, so recently I did a video about goals, my thoughts on goals. Today, this one's about goals as well, but it's more specific. We're kind of going through the checklist of things that you need to remember when you're setting your goals. Now, a lot of you are not in the gym, outside the gym, back training, getting back in the zone, and now is the time where you start thinking about these goals, and your coach that checks in with you will be talking to you about it not recently, soon, and as well, so watch out for that. Okay, so there's a few pointers. First thing would be distinguishing long-term and short-term goals. So an example would be you want to snatch 100 kilos, you currently can snatch 45 kilos. Long-term goal is 100 kilos, but your short-term goal would be 50 kilos, 55 kilos, etc. Just makes it a little bit easier to do it in bite-sized chunks, to know that you can achieve that short-term one soon while still working towards the long-term one. And it also means that you're not going to be disappointed that when you look at December and you're at like 80 kilo snatch, and that's not disappointing because you've been setting those 5 kilo increments as you go along. That example can be applied to, like, say, weight loss as well. Your long-term goal is to lose 10 kilos. Your short-term goal is to lose 500 grams this week. So that's your first one. Second pointer would be to deal with your goal or set actions on your goal on a few different levels. So let's say handstand walking is a goal. A few different levels would be you want to work on the technique of getting upside down, walking on your hands, but you also, there's other things you'll have to achieve in it, is building up strength, setting a strength goal to be able to press a certain amount of weight, so that then you'll be able to hold yourself up when you're going into a handstand hold. So you have to have two levels in that. A really good example for this is always pulling gymnastics. Like, you're going to, two things you may have to work on: one, building your pulling strength, and two, maybe reducing your body fat or your weight, your overall weight, so that it's easier to pull your body up. So there are two things to think of there. Working on one will help and might achieve it, but working on both together is almost certainly going to achieve those goals for you. Focusing on your performance more so than your outcome. Now, outcome goals are important. Extreme example, your performance goal is that you want to win the CrossFit Games. Okay, perfect. You're going to have to set an awful lot of performance goals along the way in order to achieve that. You're going to have to hit a lot of PBs and a lot of things in order to go to the CrossFit Games and win it. And again, you'll be ticking off those PBs as you go along as your performance goals, and then you get to achieve your outcome goal. Positive goals, not negative goals. What would be an example of that? If you set a goal saying, I want to not fail another muscle up, or I don't want to come last. My goal is to not come last in that race. Not a positive way to think. All you're going to be focusing on then is the possibility of coming last. So you could say, I want to finish in the top 10 of that race, even if you think there's going to be 11 people in it. You know what I mean? So positive thoughts in that, and that's going to give you positive feeling about the outcome. Rank your goals in order of importance. So when people come to us with loads of goals, it's great. It's really there's a lot of enthusiasm in it, and we love that. So, but you need to kind of rank them in order of importance. Focusing, like, if you've got 10 goals and you're trying to chase them all at one time, it's going to be a challenge, and then you mightn't achieve any of them. So rank them in order of importance. Maybe pick one per month to work on. You might notice that in our programming, you'll see we'll have a month and we're flat out doing one movement, and you'll see an improvement on that. So you're going to do that yourselves as well. You're going to focus your extra little bit of training or your thoughts in on one of those goals at a time, achieve it and move on. What else have we? We're looking for the goal to mention an improvement rather than maintenance. So you don't want to be like, oh, I want to be able to do what I could do 2 months ago. Now that's fine, like you know, like you're still improving on where you are right now, but set it a little bit higher, you know, like try to be better again, try to be the best you've ever been at something, like, and no matter what age you are, you could totally do that. So keep that in mind. A lot of the time, and if anyone who's come into me, you'll see me laughing at you when you say this, someone will come in and they'll have like 6 toaster bars, and then they're like, I want to get 7 toaster bars. I'm like, lads, you can do better than that. If you can now do 6, set your goal to 12, and you'll be surprised what you can do on that one. So yeah, make it you know, reach for the stars in that one. Oh, and that leads me to the next one. You want it difficult but attainable. So set your goals, something that it is a challenge. There's something you know you can't do today, but you want to work hard to be able to do it in the near future. Observable, that's important. Let me think of an example for this. Say you want to, sometimes people might say, I want to become more powerful. And perfect, like, of course you want to become more powerful, but you'll have to put it in an observable way. So maybe you can put a particular movement that develops power. Maybe you can try to increase your power clean, try to increase your broad jump, try to increase your 1 minute on the assault bike kind of effort. Anything that's just going to like prove that you have become more powerful from your hard work. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so they're all the things to think of. So let's start setting some goals.